All right, my friend Jill writes in with an article from Axios saying a record amount of money has been pulled out of stocks in 2019. And if you're wondering what I'm sitting here, because I got old Pa sitting there crunching with me, and so we're just he's sitting somewhat on my lap, somewhat on the couch. So and there he is barking because someone's coming down the stairs. I don't trust Axios that much, because they're. I don't know if you followed the journalist group of journalists who are trying to. It's conspiracy, and that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means they're getting together to push a left-wing media narrative in the mid to late 2000s, and a lot of those guys are now over at Axios. But be it as it may, every now and again, there's another article I want to read from that they do report that's of interest. I can't link to this because it's on Apple News, and I'm not sure if you have to have a subscription to Apple News or not, but I don't. So, but basically what Jill says is a record amount of money has been pulled out of stocks in 2019. Okay, I'm not saying this to Jill. I'm saying this, who cares? A record amount of money has been pulled out of stocks in 2019 because there's a record amount of money in stocks. I mean, when you have the kind of returns we've had over the last 10 years, I mean, any kind of distribution is going to be a record because there's so much value in the stock market today relative to what it's been historically. The silliness of these arguments. Oh my goodness, a record amount of money has been pulled out of stocks. Oh, the world is falling. It just shows you how much money we've made, for heaven's sake. But the kicker on this was traders still don't trust the stock market and are moving away money out of equities at a historic level despite a 25% year-to-date gain for the S&P 500. Man, they have all these charts that try to show you what average investors are doing about money leaving the market, the equities, and going to bonds. I've never bought into that. I've always found those are very, very sketchy charts. And they're trying to say, look, if you're going to be a contrarian, they're trying to show you what a bear market is coming because all these people are pulling money out. I look, in my experience, I don't know that many people, and I've talked to thousands, and this is just anecdotal. I don't have any evidence whatsoever that the vast majority of average investors are getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. Yes, there are some, very few, very few. Most people just say, this is the way it's going to be. I'm along for the ride. And if they're in stocks at all, some don't get in stocks, but very few get back and forth because of whatever the shenanigans are of the day. If anything, it's the professionals, which is why the professionals underperform. Never mind just the fees, but they're trying to time the market, and you can't do that. And that's where I hear these ladies like Teresa Girardelli or whatever her name is from the new school, and it's just these left-wing proponents of that you can't manage your own money, and we need professionals to do it. I say the professionals are the people who do it worse than the average investors. It drives me up the wall. And so I chuckle at these people because I see these charts of people I like too. Look at the average or the net amount of money going out of stocks into bonds is huge this year, showing that the average investor is selling when the markets are low, and then they're going to reback when the markets are high. But they never show you the difference in who's actually making the sale. Is it the trader like Jill was talking about? Or is it the average, Grandma Smith there in Boise, Idaho? And I'm telling you, it's not the average Grandma Jones. It's the average trader. A, they got to justify their fees by saying that they think they know something better than you do, which is inherently stupid, and they get paid a lot of money for that too. And B, they think they have a better mousetrap, and the best mousetrap is to reduce fees and be in the index and stay and be done with it. It really is. Anyway, so when I hear these fear scare tactics, like so pay it no mind. All right, we'll see you.